Hey, it's Bige and Nichole with another episode of Your LexPD.
I'm kind of excited this month because look, first time I've ever had to get to wear something like this, right? Feel like a champion. We're going to be talking about our PAL program, Police Activities League.
Yes, they are under the Bureau of Training and Wellness, under the Community Services section. So who are we going to be talking to today?
So we're going to talk to Sergeant Donald Horton. He's over the unit, actually, the PAL part of Community Services. And also we're going to be talking to retired Johnny Washington.
Love him.
Oh, yeah. And Officer Keisha.
Love her too.
All right.
All right, let's go talk to him. Hey, we are here with Sergeant Donald Horton. Thank you for joining us today.
No problem. Glad to be here.
So can you tell us how you became in your position?
So I joined Lexington Police Department 9 years ago. I worked patrol for 3 years. Ended up joining the Detective Bureau. After that, joined the training section as the wellness coordinator. And when PAL opened up through the community services section, I was really encouraged to do it because before I became a cop, my wife was actually the PAL volleyball coach. And I just remember really great memories with him, working with John Washington. He would travel and take us down to different parts of Tennessee for different tournaments that we engaged in. So I just had a really good time, and I just knew how important it was, seeing all those people and how much they loved.
Well, that's interesting that you had a vested background in it, that you knew all about it from that. So I know PAL goes way back. Obviously 1917 is kind of when it originally started officially, and then 1940s National PAL started. So when did it actually start in Lexington?
So yeah, it came to Lexington in 1985. Roy Martis, a K-9 officer for us, started the PAL Commanders football team. Sergeant Walker Webb was its first coach. And so we started with football, and it's grown to so many other things with basketball and softball, esports. It's really exploded.
Impacted a lot of lives over the years, right? So, all right, so we're going to be talking with some of your officers today. How many officers actually are working in the PAL program now?
So the PAL program, we have a PAL coordinator, but we also have our Explorer coordinator, our DARE coordinator. All of them kind of work together to kind of help with PAL and everything they need to do. So we have 4 officers, including our CPA officer, Officer Stephanie Ward, and we all kind of chip in and do what we need to do to make it work.
Well, I know there's probably over 300 chapters around the United States, but Lexington has always been known nationally as a fantastic PAL program. So Nicole, let's go find out a little bit more about PAL.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, we're back with our PALs.
Nice. We are here with Officer Keisha Compton and retired Officer John Washington. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
So can you all tell us how you became involved with PAL, your background and history?
Well, I'm gonna start off. I got an invitation to go see Chief Berry at the time. He was interested in me coming into community services, and at the time I was on patrol, but I was in a specialized unit called 4th Platoon. So I went to Chief's office, sat down, talked to him. True story now, true story. I sat down, talked to him, and he asked me if I was interested, and I told the chief, Chief, I appreciate you thinking about me, but I'm committed to working patrol and in the streets, just working for the community. So we shook hands, and I walked out Chief's office, but there was a more matured officer, a veteran officer, asked me, he's like, Johnny, did you take the job? I said, no, man, I didn't. So the senior officer, he kind of like grabbed me a little bit and said, man, the chief was not asking you for your opinion. So what you need to do is go back in the room and tell him you're going to take the position. And I did. And I want to tell you something. That's the best decision I ever made in my life as far as the police department.
Well, it was obviously a good decision for the police department too, because you were in that role for how many years?
20 plus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you impacted a lot of kids over those years. Keisha, what about you?
So I first joined the police department back in 2013, and shortly after joining, I ran into now retired Sergeant Berry, who asked if I was familiar with the Police Activities League. I told him I wasn't. He took the time to explain to me what PAL was, the mission of PAL, and he explained all the fun things that they got to do in the unit. And I knew when that spot became available, I wanted to apply. So I was on patrol till 2020, and when the spot became available for PAL, I put in for it, and I've been in the unit ever since, and I just love it. It's the best job ever.
Well, I've had an opportunity to work with you a lot as well, Johnny, for many, many years, but you for several years, and I know both of you truly care about the kids and do a lot of good work. So when we talk about the kids, what kind of programs do we have? How do we serve them? Because when we think about Police Activities League, I think years ago, what they called Police Athletic League, but that's not the case now, right? Police Activity League. So what kind of programs do we have?
The programs we currently offer are basketball, boxing, cheer, football, and karate. Boxing operates out of 1317 Center Parkway. Right here is our boxing ring. Right next door is our karate room, and we have, 15 to 20 kids that participate. So our karate program, they just participated in the Bluegrass State Games, and they represented PAL well. Our football team, it's out at Gainesway Park. We currently have an 11U team, and we are very fortunate to have Officer Greg Gerton and Officer Andrew Miller as our coaches. So looking forward to the season. And then with cheer, their season is about to begin. They'll start competitions in September, and it'll last till March. Basketball, we have 9 teams, and that's kids all across the city.
We know you're successful in a lot of these things because you saw our belts at the beginning, right?
That's right.
For the boxing. So, yeah. So, and when we think of PAL, obviously we do think of some of the athletic programs and all, but you do some other things as well, right? As far as mentoring.
One time during COVID, everything was kind of like shut down, but we had a good relative of mine who just moved back from New York City. And he brought a program to us. He said, man, I think the kids in the community could benefit for this. And it was called the stock market game. And our kids learn the value of money, like 2 ways to legally make money. You work for it and your money works for you. So they had a great understanding about the stock market game. We also, within that game, we competed against New York City. And our teams finished in the top 15.
That's awesome. Nice. That's awesome. And you also do some tutoring too, correct?
Yes. So we partnered with UK Pharmacy, and they have their students come over sometimes and tutor the kids with whatever they need and whatever subjects.
Okay.
Yeah. And also with the tutoring as well, because I have to give a shout out to the UK softball team and also the volleyball team. They also come and help with the tutoring.
So, Officer Compton, you had mentioned that PAL is for children between the ages of 7 and 17. So after they graduate high school, or for you, what are some success stories or what happens after they graduate?
Well, the list goes on. I can't name everybody or everything, but after they graduate, some of them became
doctors,
professional players, college scholarships on academics. Man, it's like I say, it's just so many. So many people have been involved with the PAL and have been giving back. And hopefully, some of them may come back to be future officers.
Which we do have one, Officer Greg Gerton. He is now our PAL football coach, and he was once a PAL kid. He actually played football for PAL.
That's great. Yeah. Love to see those success stories. So, well, I know we appreciate everything that you all do for the community, everything you do for the police department. A lot of success stories. I know that. I've watched you over the years and seen that. So I think it all comes down to, what's the motto that you use for PAL?
Every kid needs a PAL.
Yeah, that's true, right?
And let me tell you this. Hey, once we're PAL youth, hey, we are PAL for life. But I also want to mention this now, because I can't forget this. Safety Officer Connie Rayford has a lot to do with this. And she's been around, I think, for the police department since 1993. So, and she was instrumental in me becoming into PAL, into the unit. So I just want to give a shout out.
A lot of folks that have committed a lot of years to this program and to this police department.
So if someone wants to learn more information about PAL, how do they go about doing that?
Well, they can contact us through email, Facebook, or our website.
All right, and we've actually got that information on the screen right now and a QR code where you can get in touch and see how to join.
Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you all.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
So it was really great talking to the officers with the Police Activities League.
They do a lot of good work, and over the years and years and years in Lexington, they've impacted so many lives, helped so many young people. And you know, the whole philosophy of PAL is that relationship between police officers and young people, and deterring crime, deterring, you know, juvenile violence, different things like that. And we know it works, and all the success stories.
And they just celebrated their 40th anniversary and had a community day last week. Yeah.
Yes, they 40 years. That's very significant. And you're right. They had a community day. So many folks came out to that, and they looked back to all the people that had been involved over the years, all the officers that have been involved, all the volunteers that have been involved. So yeah, it was absolutely a great day.
Everybody needs a pal.
They do, absolutely. I've got a pal.
I do too.
Right? All right.
So, what are we going to talk about next episode?
All right, so next episode, we're going to be talking about our traffic section, which is also under the Bureau of Special Operations, and they are in charge of so many different things, everything from major events in Lexington, coordinating traffic and so forth, to selective enforcement, writing citations, motorcycles, safety officers. There's so many different components to that. So next month, we'll take a look at that and all their different functions.
And with school coming back into session, we need that information.
Absolutely, talking about how people are driving, and maybe we can ask them some of the things that they see out there that are problems. So yeah.
Join us next month.